Actor Michael B. Jordan is adding a new title to his resume, director with a capital D. Thank you very much. He's got a new film, Creed 3, that's coming out soon. Jordan also stars in the film jumping back into the boxing ring as Adonis Creed. Yes, please. He says it's one of the hardest things he has ever done. Before he was a Hollywood heavyweight, and he's certainly that, Jordan's first love was basketball. And that's why he created the annual Invesco QQQ Legacy Classic, a basketball showcase featuring 4 historically black colleges and universities. We met Jordan at the Prudential Center, his hometown of Newark, New Jersey.
This movie has pushed me beyond my personal limits, you know.
How so?
Just the challenge of doing everything.
Let go of whatever was and walk into what is.
Michael B. Jordan is walking down a new path as a director of Creed 3. Why did you think that this was a movie that you were ready to direct? You know, last time we talked, you said, I often wonder, could I, you remember saying this?
Yeah.
Could I do this?
Yeah.
Back in 2018, Jordan told us he was inspired watching longtime collaborator Ryan Coogler.
Looking at this brother direct, I'm like, wow, can I do that? You know, I never knew that I could do that. Somebody my age that looks like me from similar places, similar family backgrounds, I never knew that that was an option for me like that.
Now he's answered the question. He can do that. Take us behind your process.
Okay.
Because some of the shot choices, I'm curious about how you decided what you were going to do.
Definitely.
Because it's very distinct.
Thank you, thank you. No, everything was very intentional. Obviously, you leave room for spontaneity, but I shot listed and prepared. So from the shot design to the color palette, I'm a very visual person, so like colors and just those warm, vibrant feeling that you get from color, I wanted to bring that into this film. And I wanted to camera operate as well. I love camera operating, so I got a chance to get behind the camera physically on this one as well, which was a lot of fun. And setting up cinematic shots, I wanted things to feel very cinematic and big, you know? I wanted to shoot boxing like we haven't seen them before, so we used IMAX cameras to make it more immersive. That's why you feel so in the world, in the ring with these fighters.
You said that you felt yourself growing in this role too, in this new chapter in your life. What do you mean by that?
Growing in the sense of shedding my old self. It's one of the themes in the movie as well, is like, you know, owning and deserving and feeling like you deserve the blessings that you have. Mm-hmm. And for myself, I put myself in a position where I had to sink or swim. You know, I had to run towards that, my past, my, you know, inner demons, my insecurities, my fears. And I tried to put a mirror up to that, you know, throughout this movie.
And Jordan's drive reaches beyond the silver screen. The Newark, New Jersey native is giving student athletes from historically black colleges and universities a very unique opportunity with his annual basketball showcase. You wanted to bring attention to HBCUs. Why was that important to you?
Because I was trying to find a way to level the playing field. You know, HBCUs don't get the attention nor the funds to have the same opportunities to be seen, to be recognized.
We caught up with some of the players a few days before their games. They told us the impact of playing on this stage.
It gives me the opportunity to play in front of all my people on national television.
Joe?
For me, it gives us a chance to show that HBCUs have a lot of talent.
It is life-changing for me, myself personally, and then the university, our basketball team, and just my family as a whole.
We had a little surprise for them, too. And you know this wouldn't have happened without Michael B. Jordan. What does it mean to you that he's behind this?
I think it's really cool. And growing up, I was always a Michael B. Jordan fan. Like I always watched, I always watched his movies.
That's crazy. I mean, he weak, man. He weak sauce. That boy weak. What's going on, man? What's up, dude? I ain't see you What's going on, man? What's up, man? Y'all good? Y'all good? That's what's up, man.
Growing up, finished. You were saying growing up.
I always admire you, man. Like watching your movies. Seeing your work. One of my favorite movies you were in is Chronicle.
Okay.
Yeah, that was tough.
Steve Montgomery, that was a good one.
Me and my brothers, we always liked watching your movies.
Love that, man. Appreciate the love, man. It's the second year doing this. Like each year, trying to make it bigger. You know what I'm saying? Get more sponsors. Trying to get scouts down here. You know what I'm saying? Get the look. Build up things just outside of basketball too. You know, financial literacy. You got to take care of your money. Don't live for right now. Live for later.
I love that your email back in the day was basketball is life, nothing else matters.
4. The number 4 at the end of it. Yep.
The number 4, okay.
That's my favorite. That was my jersey number. That's my favorite number.
At AOL.
Yeah,
So
back
it's-
in the day. Bilnem.
Yeah, Bilnem.
4.
Bilnem. You love basketball.
Yes.
You dreamed of being a basketball player?
For sure.
In the NBA?
Definitely. Wanted to go to Montclair State. You know what I'm saying? I went out there and hooped a lot. And then, sadly, I stopped growing and I kept working.
But do you ever wonder what might have been? Do you ever wonder, like,
For
in the court
sure.
going, Michael Reed? Do you ever wonder about
Shouting
that?
out Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, AI, you know, all those players. Yeah, man, knowing that I've played with people who went pro, you know, and have been competitive, and hearing people that actually are that in the league know I hoop. That's all that my ego needs. I'm good.
The People magazine's Sexiest Man Alive alum recently poked fun at navigating relationships in the public eye.
Like, all right, I guess I'll learn a new language. Anyway, estoy en raya.
You know, you were hilarious on Saturday Night Live, and I think a lot of people, because you joked about being on Raya. I don't know if you were serious.
I was joking.
You were joking. I was wondering, he's on Raya, really?
That's intense.
I can help you, Michael. I know
listen,
lots of nice people.
Hey, send it my way. It's okay.
But you've been through a very high-profile breakup, and how do you process and how do you deal with something like that?
I mean, I think for me, it's just I was lucky enough to have a lot of work, you know, and I'm a firm believer is what's for you is for you, you know, and coming out of, you know, that situation, not to give it, you know, any energy and kind of move from that is, you know, it was an experience for me to grow, you know, and learn.
Michael, right here, on the way, Michael.
I'm in my light right now. This is my Jordan year. I mean that. You know, this is my year. There's so much going on, so many blessings, so many great things. This is at a point in my career where there's not a lot of people telling me no, and everything's wide open.
And everything is wide open. Listen, I know lots of men and women who would go, "Hey, Michael," when he says, "Yeah, send him my way." "Hey, Michael,
right now,
over
I'm
here."
sure.
You know, but I can say this: he's got the director bug really bad. He really enjoyed it. He said at times he was directing with his mouth guard in. You had to get the hang of that for a second. He managed that, but he really wanted to do this interview because of those kids. He wanted to bring attention to Raymond Somerville, Kyle Johnson, Isaiah Burke, Louis Jochum, Joe Bryant Jr. We salute you, and we salute you, Michael. Creed 3 hits theaters nationwide on March 3rd. We'll be right back.